While most retirees are buying homes to escape the cold, some are quietly asking themselves a different question. What if I didn't buy at all? What if I just wandered? It's a valid question. Why lock yourself down when you can have the freedom to go anywhere? And really, it's not necessary to own the house when you can rent the view, and you can change that view anytime that you want. These people may be onto something. Really, whether you decide to buy or to rent, snowbirding, as it's called, gives you freedom. It gives you flexibility. Snowbirding makes every season count. So what exactly does freedom look like as a snowbird? Let's find out. And just to be clear, this video isn't strictly just for snowbirds, those who are looking to escape colder climates for warmer spots. You may already live in a sunny state and dream of cooler temps in the summer. Whether it's the heat or the cold that you're avoiding, this video is for you. What's great about this lifestyle is the ability to choose. You get to choose how you're going to spend each season and where you're going to spend each season. This is about seasonal migration for humans. For instance, if winter at home for you means freezing temperatures, possibly snow, and endless gray days, then you may want to escape to a sunny destination where it's warm and maybe there's even a beach. Or if summers for you are hot and humid and stifling, you may be looking to escape to a cool mountain retreat. Seasonal migration gives you the ability to escape harsh weather conditions and enjoy different climates throughout the year. But maybe it's not even just about the weather for you. Maybe it's about the activities. For instance, if you are the type of person that really enjoys snow skiing, then escaping to a ski resort town might be the perfect scenario for you. Or if you happen to be a wine enthusiast, then living amongst the vineyards in California or even in France might be your ideal home away from home. Perhaps golf is a favorite pastime of yours, so finding a destination with a lot of golf courses to play is important to you. Maybe you just want a change of scenery. For instance, maybe your primary home is in a very rural area, which is great for peace and quiet, but you think that you might enjoy a lively downtown. So seeking out a bigger city where there's culture and arts and entertainment is your idea of fun. Or vice versa. Whatever interests you, the fact is that you have the choice to decide where to go and for how long. That's the joy of snowbirding. There's really two different snowbird scenarios. One is you buy a home in your snowbird destination. The other is you rent in your snowbird destination. Either way, you keep your primary home. For example, states like Florida, Arizona, Texas, they all experience an influx of people during the winter months, when people from northern locales want to escape the winter chill and enjoy summer-like temperatures. Then they can return home to their primary residence when the season wraps up and the weather at home is more favorable. For those that do decide to buy a home in their snowbird destination, the joy is that they have the flexibility to use it whenever they want. Maybe you get the urge to go to your home away from home during the summer or the fall, or maybe just a couple of weeks. Go for it. That's why you have it, to enjoy it whenever the mood strikes. And let's talk about this home that you have as a snowbird, because there's freedom in that too. This is a home away from home for you. Sure, your family may come and visit occasionally, but ultimately the home is for your enjoyment. This isn't the time of life when you're on the hook to accommodate a big and growing family. So you don't necessarily need the big house with the big yard, unless of course you want it and can afford it. This is the time to get a home that's manageable for you, that's close to all the conveniences you need and all the activities that you want to enjoy. This could be a small condo at the beach. It could be a villa in a country club community, or it could be a cabin in a ski town. Again, it's the freedom of choice, and that choice is yours. Having a second home can also give you the freedom to travel. I know that may sound a little weird, because you're probably thinking to yourself, I've already traveled to my second home, so I'm already traveling. But let's consider this. Say your second home is in Florida. That Florida home can serve as a launch for broader travel. For instance, you can hop on a cruise ship from Florida and see many parts of the world, and it's less travel hassle, because you already have a home in Florida, so you already have all of your clothes and necessities that you would need. You would simply pack, drive to the port, and hop on the cruise. Another example is having a second home in a state like Arizona. This would put you within range of many beautiful parks and monuments. Getting away for an extended weekend to places like the Grand Canyon, Gold Butte, makes your home away from home even more exciting and fun. What's also ideal about second home ownership is stability and familiarity. If you own the home, then you're going to the same house every year, the same neighborhood, the same community. You're likely going to be gathering with the same friends every season. But let's not count out renting as a snowbird. Every year, a few brave ones pause and ask themselves, do I really need to own a second home to enjoy this life? Or can I just pack up and go? You've worked hard to reach this milestone of retirement. So why tie yourself down to one location? If you choose not to invest in your second home but prefer to rent, you could luck out and secure the same residence every year at the same time. Let's face it, landlords like to have regular tenants, especially ones that are loyal and that they can trust. This scenario would also give you a stable and familiar environment, while also giving you a lower financial commitment. And should you decide to completely change it up and go to a different destination one year, you have the freedom to do that because you are not tied to a house that you own. This may be the flexibility that you thrive on. Either way, the monotony of day-to-day life at home is not as prevalent at your vacation destination. Are there still chores to do, like taking out the trash, doing the laundry, buying groceries, washing dishes? Sure, but because your home away from home caters to your interest, you're likely to be more active and involved and outdoors. Plus, depending on the destination that you choose, you're likely not going to be limited by weather conditions. For instance, if you leave your primary residence during the winter months when it's cold and gray to enjoy a sunnier locale, you're likely going to be outside. And typically that's going to mean a more fun way to stay healthy and fit. And because of the stimulation, hopefully you'll feel more fulfilled. Snowbirding also means a more flexible schedule. You get to choose where you spend your holidays. You get to choose where you spend your time based on weather, activities, family occasions. And all this contributes to your pace of life too. You can embrace a slower, more relaxed pace during certain times of the year and a more social, active lifestyle at other times. This gives you balance and variety throughout the year. Of course, you can't ignore the financial aspect of the snowbirding life, but that too gives you the freedom to choose. Now you are not selecting a place based on where you work or where the kids are going to school or to be close to family. You may have a few different locations picked out, and you'll have the opportunity to investigate the positives and negatives to buying and or renting there. You could benefit from cost savings, such as lower property taxes, living expenses, and home prices compared to your primary residence. When you are ready to explore the purchase of a home in your dream location, click on the link below. I've built relationships with agents all across the country and even abroad. Let's have a conversation and find out exactly what your situation is so I can match you with the right agent and get you living in your ideal home away from home sooner rather than later. Snowbirding can be a great way to enjoy life in your retirement years. These freedoms make the snowbirding lifestyle an attractive option for retirees, especially for those looking to maximize their enjoyment and maximize their quality of life during retirement. If you want to learn more about snowbird life, check out this video here. Thanks for joining me. I'm Alysia Shivers. Until next time.